game, and it really is, as we mentioned. Looking at both teams, Brame, I've been more convinced by them, the way they play. But looking at the draft, I kind of prefer what CHILLAX got here.
All right, but that's that's what we want to hear. That's what we want to see. The team that's possibly less favoured coming into the matchup, having a bit of a draft advantage. So see if we get the close game that we'd hope to here between Brame and CHILLAX. There's already Brame getting in pretty deep onto CHILLAX's half of the map.
There's going to be some action here already.
I think so. They're sort of all spread around one another. See who's going to fall for this here. A setup from the Mars could definitely get them some action.
And this is a new build. First, on Mars, we're starting with 2 Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. This is a new one. I also saw in one of the previous games, I believe it was Dota Pit, Phantom Assassin, 3 Slippers of Agility against Mars with 3 strength thingies.
I mean, yeah, I feel we've definitely seen it as well the other day. I think it was like Shibe was doing it on the offlane. I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, you don't need regen at the start. Get the regen sent out after you pick up the bounties. You might as well have that extra bit of a stat ready for that first wave on you. And, I mean, yeah, you're not going to need tangos at minute 1 when the creeps meet.
If this continues, we might see, some different meta evolving if we still stay on the same patch where we pick heroes that can kill couriers because that he's not going to have any kind of regen.
Yeah.
Bounty Hunter's back, baby.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the reasons why Weaver's hot as well. You got to be careful in that top lane. Weaver could very much be on the hunt for a bit of the old courier sniping. He's got the ward set up. We'll see if he's able to get anything deep down the lane.
I'm raising my hand.
What do we got?
Yeah, no, this is what we were talking about on panel, actually. So both side lanes, the cores did not buy regen, and this just has been the meta. You expect your poor support to buy everything. So Grimstroke has 6 tangos and a salve, and Weaver actually went to lane with 6 tangos, and Mars went to lane with triple gauntlets. So yeah, he did ferry out tangos, which is nice enough, but that's definitely what Insanio was complaining about.
I saw an interesting build yesterday in South America. Medusa starting with 3 branches and Band of Elvenskin rushing treads and playing with Abaddon. Abaddon popping mangoes on using 3 healing salves. That's hype for you?
I mean, I don't want to sound like a hipster, but Nefrit's buffed up and looking for some action here, charging in onto MNT, daggers in, Fairy Fire, just going to keep him safe though. MNT getting himself out of harm's way, but only just. Yeah, because it makes sense, right? You start with a stat item that builds into something rather than a stat item that, you don't want these Wraith Bands braces. They don't go into anything bigger, but a Band of Elvenskin, that'll do you nicely on your treads.
Oh, nicely done pull by Nefrit. Actually grabs away 2 range creeps. But of course it's the Centaur camp, of course. It's pulled successfully. And they pull it back. That's what happens. Every time you pull a really good wave, there's just a Centaur stunning it, and then the opponents can come and steal it back. It drives me crazy.
So far, Everett having the easier time farming though, down 11 for 1.
Yeah, Nefrit's going to have an easy time here until Beastmaster and Snap get a few more levels, and maybe he missteps a little bit. But if you look at his inventory, he's actually got the Orb of Venom queued up. So if they play really heavy aggression early on this lane, Beastmaster and Snap are not strong enough to contest this kind of early aggression. They do have sticks on them, so maybe it wouldn't be enough to kill. But yeah, I think Grimstroke and PA's potency we're going to see this right now.
Snapfire was holding a point to see what needs to be done. Gets Little Shredder, kills Courier immediately. Like Beastmaster Boar level 1 doesn't do that much, and they have ways of dealing with it. 1 Grimstroke nuke plus a dagger should do the trick.
And the nice thing about PA is if she's ever in danger of dying to the Boar slow, she can just blink out. So she is one of my favorite carries to pick against Beastmaster early on.
Top lane.
Meanwhile, on top lane, I think Morph's having the time of his life as well. It doesn't seem like they don't really have a means to kill him. They can zone him out a little bit, but he should be fine on this lane unless he gets surprise speared, which really shouldn't happen if you're a Grandmaster tier Morph lane.
Almost another first blood on the bottom lane. Beastmaster barely surviving, will use healing salve. So once they get to level 3, Spartan, I like that. You're playing Grimstroke 5, you want to max out the Inkswell Cookie, 1/1 build from Snap.
Oh, they're going to go on him here, but he has got the Fairy Fire and the stick. He's actually going to try for TP out, and nicely calculated there by Spartan.
That was close.
Top
Actually,
lane.
his career is coming to him with 2 mangoes, a clarity, and tango, so he should be just fine on this lane, on Spartan.
We finally get this first blood here up top, as 11 did try and get aggressive onto Pleb, but Pleb and Loading having the chance to turn things around whilst this is happening on the side lane, mid lane. MTD slightly ahead. It's pretty much even really between these two mids. Is that usually expected with Puck and Invoker?
Pretty much, I would say. Invoker sometimes struggles to get the last hits, but he went all in with the early type of a build, Fairy Fire, double null, into Magic Wand. So I saw Urn of Shadows being queued up on him, and I see a... Oh, I'll hold that. Thoughts, Demanen?
Right, to go in for the kill here. And he's going to get away with it, Pleb. Not able to take down Demanen in return. Bottom lane, looking for MNT. This time it's him with the TP out, and makes it away a little easier. He'll be fine back to base.
Something that we mentioned during panel is who's going to get that Urn of Shadows / Spirit Vessel. Usually it's your Invoker, but they also have Weaver position 4. Let me check what Weavers bring in. Nothing yet. They're still not deciding, because Weaver started with the Ring of Bassi, which means that Mars can spam out his spells, and also Weaver can do his, but that also means that he kind of thought, I'm not going to go for Urn.
But that's the nice thing about having Invoker on your team, right? You never have to worry about this item.
I see a Circlet in Invoker's inventory, which means that's going to get upgraded. It's a lot of stats. This Invoker's super tanky. 1100 HP with the Fairy Fire. I love this build from Vish. This means he can't die to Puck.
We'll see bottom. Nefrit and Spartan easily able to take down Mastery. When MMT tried to maybe set up a bit of a turnaround. Same time up top, 11. He'll be okay. Pleb and Loading not quite having the control to catch him as he steps back. So things continue to look up and up for this safe lane PA, getting some good early action thanks to the presence of the Gibberim stroke.
But honestly, when you think about it, this Beastmaster Snap lane is just so susceptible to dying to PA Grim because, yeah, they have Cookie, but it's not enough to get away from them early on. So, but I do expect once Beastmaster gets his helm and he does get his early levels. Oh, looks like an easy kill on Lodin. I think he was trying to go for a sneaky ward, and he did get away with placing it, but I'm not sure if Samanin had vision of it.
He plays a sentry, definitely needs to bring a courier to deward it. Okay, Stomanin going for Rod of Atos. Great against Morphling, great against Puck. Just keep them in place because they have very limited stuns right now.
Yeah.
These side lanes are so action-packed. There's fighting going on top, fighting going on bottom, and actually the most peaceful lane has been the mid lane. Which is what you would expect out of a Puck Invoker matchup.
Look at this as well, quite a bit of an early smoke. I mean, Nefrit and Spartan, they were around the mid lane. They're making their way back down bottom as quickly as they can. Might see if they can set something else up onto Mastery before he's 6. There we go. Buff up, closing the gap. Any sort of helpful TP's coming, and doesn't look like it, but at the same time, Mastery with that Helm of Iron Will, he will be tanky enough to step out of this, and he's going to be okay with that regen going now with the backup coming over. And it is Brame that's got to be careful. MTD around and ready to jump with the Dream Coil.
That was a Weaver TP though for an attempt at that kill, so Sman is probably just going to stick around. They do have to play it a little bit safer now on CHILLAX's offlane. But it's actually a very great TP by Weaver because look at where Mars' lane is. It's right by his tower. He's in no danger of dying to this Morphling in this pain. So this Weaver can actually get away with this, and really nice rotation. It looks like Spartans moved to the mid lane though. They're not going to go for some kind of tri-lane kill.
Brame's lineup, I don't think they can early kill Morphling because he has already 3 points in attribute shift. So one of the reasons why they decided to move around Weaver from the top lane. Mars is getting a lot of farm, as Effie mentioned. He was close. Like, he doesn't even get a point in Arena of Blood on level 6. That just says, like, I don't care about killing this Morph.
That looks like it, yeah. Not seeing that there would be chance to set anything up for himself. That makes sense, So far, Pleb's been pretty good with the shift.
Spear back to tower.
Pretty nice spear, but no one else quite around to combo it up with. And CHILLAX, they've got the numbers. Loading and MNT now eyeing up this top spot, knowing that 11 is going to fall a little low.
We've just got Samanin on the bot lane farming up while PA is in the jungle. I like that they're assigning more farm priority to this Weaver now because, yeah, PA is a hero that can rotate early on. But I think that she was having a really fine time on the safe lane and they could have just stayed a little bit longer to kill the Beastmaster, but they probably thought it wasn't the best use of their time.
Bounty.
They would rather just farm it up.
PA also doesn't feel safe farming the bottom lane. I'd say that's a great rotation from Nefrit, and also one of the best heroes in the game to soak up experience on the bottom lane. Weaver, very hard to catch. Same goes for like Wyvern. If you can't lane anymore, park one of those heroes down there, get the XP. Level 6, 9.5 minutes in. Level 6.5, which is pretty impressive, which also means that your position 5 can get a dome, even though Spartan's very high leveled it.
So both mid laners have actually rotated to their respective offlaner to try to help them take that tower down. You've got Puck bottom with the Beastmaster and Invoker top with the Mars. So it looks like they're content just trading towers here. Samanin is sticking around to try to defend. And he did manage to deward the ward behind his tower though, so he could actually get away with this without dying.
Yeah, it's just got to be very careful not to stay out longer than the Shikuchi lasts, as that roar on a Dream Coil would definitely cause the death of him, but...
No stick. Maybe with a stick he would be able to survive, but there's a raindrop, playing very carefully, not getting caught. I think that's the correct choice. Like, maybe you get a bit more XP top lane.
We're going to go in onto loading. TP's coming in from MTD. As MTD, he's actually having to be cautious himself. Spartans around, still goes the Dream Coil, but the setup there, Spear won't latch. MTD now with MNT and Pleb turning up. Brame, but got to be careful, Wish. Straight into the invis, but the dust is out. They've got eyes on the Invoker. Wish trying to head away from this, but he's trapped in the tree lines. No further way for him to run out as Wish will go down. They have the kisses now from MNT as they'll look to combo this into even more. Chase from Little Pleb, turning into the Weaver, looks towards 11. 11 tries to spear him back. But the damage over time there from the kisses brings him down as well, as they'll very nicely defend that top tower as they take some big kills out the back of that, and the tier 1 still stands strong.
And that's the strength of Beastmaster that we just saw, how easily and quickly he is able to push these towers. And while they did try to trade, they just couldn't even chip that tower the way that Beastmaster and Puck cleaned it up so quickly. And because of that, they were just able to TP, and I think that Brame might have committed on that support kill a bit too late. They dove that Bane, but they had started to dive him after the tower fell, so perhaps a bit of a miscalculation there.
And Pleb turns into Weaver, which is probably the best hero you can turn into at this point. Gives you the chase potential, also using bugs on multiple heroes, and then Snapfire ulti. Just given vision, you know where they are. They were trying to hide in the trees, lands it perfectly pretty much, which results in 3 kills.
Yep, and now we see Morphling's rotation to the bot lane. Nothing unusual, just the map is open to him now that this tower is gone, and he's just going to have a really easy time farming down here.
Unlikely to be caught out by Brame at this moment in time. Brame.
I think
See where Wish has his moves.
Brame still want to make a play for this top tower. They still have 2 years camped there, but their push potential is far too slow.
A golden thread.
Yeah, their heroes just don't deal tower damage. At the moment they need to play with the catapults. Phantom Assassin not online yet. I'm glad that he decided to skip Orb of Venom and full Orb of Corrosion. In a lot of situations it's good, but you need to get like 2, maybe even more than 2 kills in the lane for the item to pay back. What you're looking for is the faster Battle Fury timing instead, which I'm a big fan of. Like sometimes, especially if you like get ganked once or twice, then your Battle Furies, that's why we see like 17, 20 minutes Battle Fury sometimes on PA, but this one's gonna be good.
And honestly, I always think of a PA Battle Fury as a different kind of anti-mage, right? She has a very similar playstyle, and she'll just farm it up and try to flash from her on the map until she hits a couple of item timings, and then we can see her playing with her team.
We'll have the way to start the fight now sorted by Brame. Blink Dagger on Mars. Getting their fight together, but indeed, as you say, likely any sort of moves are going to be just made with the 4 of them. No involvement from Nefrit.
This is big timing for Brame. Invoker picking up the Spirit Vessel, and he already has charges, so that's pretty big. Burning mana on Morphling and using the Spirit Vessel, now they can bring him down.
Yeah, they're going to look to set up onto Mastery. Mastery's going to quickly turn with the Roar. Spartan at 11 trying to get him from the side, but Mastery, yeah, they've caught him. Jump in, they'll catch him with the Arena, they'll bring down Mastery. Counterplay comes in from MTD with a Dream Coil at all bounds, both of them, as Spartan and Wish start to fall low. Spirit will push back MTD, but won't latch onto a tree. MTD still trying to stand his ground against Wish, but Wish, he's going to be able to take him out. They'll both fall. Wish was the first to go, though, so MTD getting the boost of XP. See in the river. CHILLAX, they might even find 11 as well off the back of this one. Setups there with the Nightmare. As Pleb, he's going to head over as well to get involved. They'll take him down. So CHILLAX, they lost a couple of cores, but they hit back pretty hard. 4 heroes dying across the board there from Brame.
And the most important thing is that PA has actually died without finishing her Battle Fury, right? So
PA is one of the heroes that kind of wants to join fights if they are getting close to her, but I think in this situation you should go for that Battle Fury. Maybe if you cut the loss, you lose 1 extra hero, finish the Battle Fury, and continue farming. Vayne in a lot of trouble.
A nice setup with the Tornado. Should be pretty dead here, Lodin. As the dagger comes out, they'll be able to take him out from a distance. Lodin falls. We'll catch this again on the replay here. That earlier bit of a PA death whilst we had action finishing inside CHILLAX's jungle at the same time. As we can see here, once again, the dance to the death here between MTD and Wish.
A raindrop keeping him alive, but the boar too strong.
That boar with the assist coming in clutch.
Now, I'm talking a nice 3k lead off the back of that big move there, CHILLAX, and all 3 cores at the top. Morphling happily farming away here, Pleb.
Yeah, and actually Morphling has Dragonlance queued up. Oh, he changed it to a Manta Style. Okay, very happy. I was very curious. I was like, why would he have that queued up? But it could have just been a misclick. But yeah, Morphling, when he gets this Manta Style, he's no longer afraid of this Phantom coming out of Grimstroke, and the threats on him dying are very little. And of course, the most important one is he's going to be able to dispel that Spirit Vessel that Lacoste was talking about.
Poor Phantom this game. You're playing against Snapfire, so Lil Shredder destroys you, Beastmaster Aura, now Morphling with Manta Style. Grip. What's the stun?
Snap. Oh, it's not going to save him though. Still locked in position. Mastery turns with the Roar to hold back Wish. Nightmare as well, stopping any sort of setup from the Mars. Lodin goes down. CHILLAX, they were starting to step back towards that, their Mastery and Pleb, but they don't want to fight into the high ground. They'll let that trade end as that, and support for support, they're more than fine to take that as Pleb's able to continue farming.
But great trade for Brame, actually, because they got the Fiend's Grip out of that, which is going to be down for 90 seconds, and they also got Primal Roar, which is going to be down for 70 more seconds, just for a Weaver. Yes, they did rotate in a lot of their heroes, but with these spells down, PA is feeling a lot safer.
Oh, Pleb! Bit of a mistake there. Whew. That's you know, for
what a
good
Pleb,
that he's
huh?
out there, yeah, jumping in the river, caught out by the silence. Whilst he shifted low, that's going to be a bit of a momentum swing here, continuing over into Brame's hands.
That's a big one.
That's, yeah, you don't want to be dying in the river like that. He's top net worth, been having a pretty clean start, and then a bit of a slip up there in the river.
That's what happens. Imagine driving a car and then putting it in the reverse while going 100 kilometers per hour. Like something would break, and this is what happened. Like more.
I mean, it happens so quickly.
Nice one, Lacoste.
Thank you. Stamanen having a really good time. Being annoying, this Road of Atos will bring them a bit more control against Puck. There's still no Dispel mechanic. Morphling has Manta Style, so gonna be much easier, but also another way of stopping the TPs, because they are kind of limited. Phantom Assassin, Weaver, they don't provide you with anything. Grimstroke needs to execute the Inkswell properly.
Oh, bit off the mark there, 11. He'd been given the Atos setup, but he didn't quite find the angle for the Spit. Dream Coil, only on the one of them. I'm probably not going to want to do anything about this, CHILLAX. They've got to try and run. Tornado, nicely dodged by the face ship, but the Cold Snap still in. They've got the damage to bring him down. MTD falls. Also, eyes onto Lodin as Stamanen, he's set up another. Allows time for Nefrit and 11 to close in. Get another kill. We're back to even on the net worth difference as Brame there. They're really closing up all that lead that CHILLAX had started to get in these early moments.
Great wraparound. They still didn't kill the tier 1 tower on the mid lane, but managed to cut into back line.
Look at this mid. A beautiful catch here. The Arena out onto the two of them. Nefrit's able to offer up the damage. They jump forward. They'll be able to clean these up. Pleb's tried to turn up, but he's the only one here. Silence out upon him. I mean, he's building up the strength, of course, and he will be able to waveform back to safety, but the rest of his team going down there in that mid-fight, back in action, trying for the grip, but Wish, he's going to be fine here. The spear comes out, stops the grip. Lodin, he's the one now in trouble as he goes down, and it really does feel like everything's starting to fall apart pretty quickly there for CHILLAX, and there we have Wish, gets the kill onto Pleb. I mean, this is all just very fast. I'm imagining this was a well-timed Sunstrike there. He did have the vision. And it's still not over yet. CHILLAX, they're still trying to make something out of this. Axes tickles the man, and he's able to get out.
Coil on one again.
Only onto Spartan. It's something, but it still doesn't feel like a lot in the whole grand scheme of things there as Brame. They're the ones that were getting just the kill after kill as CHILLAX was just a bit all over the place from them.
And they even expended a Mortimer's Kisses there just to get a little Grimstroke. So I would say Brame is very happy with what happened there overall. They still didn't take down that mid tower, which sucks because it felt like that engagement went on forever. But I would definitely say that they came out on top, just killing them repeatedly.
Oh, for sure. I mean, yeah, look at Pleb's position on the board now compared to Nefrit. He's started to slip behind. Nefrit now sitting in that top spot with the Battle Fury and the Manta Style very closely finished.
Angelic voice gracing our ears.
Kind of forgot about it. Not many people spamming it. So yeah, Phantom Assassin getting closer to her Manta Style, which is a good stat item. Oh.
Nice Manta dodge on EMP.
This Black Dragon causing a lot of issues. They don't have a hero that can kill it. Like, Phantom Assassin needs to get another item to be able to deal with it. So it needs to be completely ignored.
Ooh, they've smoked up. They've got Nefrit on their minds. Not sure if he's going to have the sense to read the smoke. If he sticks around for this hard camp,
he's greedy. Oh. Okay, that... Whew. He just hit it once. Pretty much, it doesn't get better than this. I thought he was going to go for it, knowing how greedy carry players are, but nice read there.
Yeah, I mean, no one was showing bottom, and no one was showing mid, so he probably checked fast enough to see that, hey, they probably had to get me here.
I'm going to head him back in now, because now he's brought in the backup 11, buffed up. He's going to look for the blink. MNT with a cookie breaks the distance.
I'm kind of glad Mars decided to go for Blink Dagger first item, because they don't have Initiator. Both position 4 and 5, they can cause a lot of issues, especially if they like play together Inkswell on Weaver, but it's not an initiation. So getting a Blink Dagger first, I think that was a correct choice to be able to set up the arena, because they're very limited in terms of stuns. Like, grab that tower.
Finally, are they going to take it down? Nope, they're running the Beastmaster summons down that lane.
They're still a little cautious whilst CHILLAX have got their ultimates up. There's MTD again. It's just the one-man Dream Coil, but this time it's a bit of a bigger target. Kiss is coming out with the Dream Coil snap. They'll bring down 11. They get one. Can they get more?
They need more. They need to catch more people in coil. They use so many things.
Oh, grip. Excellent grip onto Nefrit. Catches out the PA, and this will be the setup for CHILLAX to clear up much more in this fight. Silence out on a wish return.
You go fast. Immediately. They have so much minus armor and attack speed from the Beastmaster. Where's the Snapfire? Just bring her here for some extra damage. Even though they use coil plus kisses on one, I feel Brame should be able to reset and get something out of it.
They did try to reset there, but there was just a really nice wraparound by Lodin on Bane, and he just managed to catch that PA. And actually, they did coil the most important target at the moment for Brame, which is their Mars, who's just been starting these fights for them with his arena. And when they don't have this Mars initiation, suddenly these heroes look a lot more susceptible to death, because without this Mars, what do you have right now? You've got a PA, a Grimstroke, and an Invoker who are just so quick to die if they get caught out. But yeah, really, really nice wraparound by Bane.
Next fight is going to be much easier for Brame. Mars getting closer to his BKB, just 200 gold away from it.
And it's nice that he had the sense to skip an armlet, right? He did go for this Link BKB build instantly just because he understands what his role is in this game. He needs to be the one to start these fights, or else they won't have any means to fight into CHILLAX in the early game.
So if they let CHILLAX take this tower. I know that a few of the ultimates are down on CHILLAX, but actually still two of the big ones, Coil and Aurora, are ready to roll with.
So Lil Pleb does get a Dragon Lance, but after his Manta, thankfully.
Oh, MTD.
And speaking of Mars, gets caught it again.
So they're trying to go for him. Same time, of course, Lodin has been left caught on the top half.
Also, I just realized this set from Weaver looks exactly like Nyx's set.
He does, I was going to say, it looks like a Nyx.
I was like, yeah, burn his mana.
Yeah.
It's not the hero.
It looks like a Nyx, yeah, it does.
Wait, it actually does. Dota2.
Pay to confuse, huh?
Oh.
They've got the strats down on Brame. Just have a very visually confusing sets. Make sure their enemies have no idea.
Oh, easy DD. 11, empty D. Oh, he weren't happy with that. Jumps right in on the Mars. The DD's taken. We also have Pleb going in as well. Turns to the Mars, spears the Mars himself, but the BKB's up from 11. CHILLAX really wanting to try and force this fight. Pleb's already looking to maybe get in again with another waveform. He's got his eyes on 11, goes forth for the Mars. Quick adaptive strike, that'll do the job. Spears off the mark though, Spartan's able to step to the side. They'll turn with a cold snap onto Pleb, but without 11, it's a little bit hard for Brame to fight back. They continue to stay on the retreat. Jump forward from MTD and a waveform. They pick up another CHILLAX and another. Pleb back into the Mars, throws the spear out. Takes out Spartan, and some lovely moves here from CHILLAX as, I mean, they just went for it there. They seized the opportunity in a way that Brame were not prepared for at all. I don't think Brame expected CHILLAX to run at them that aggressively.
Puck causing a lot of issues, blinking in and then buying a little bit of time. They group up. Suddenly, Morphling with Aegis comes in, turns into Mars, gets the good spear. They're very hard to kill, something that we talked before the game started. They will struggle to find initiation. I think Invoker, what does he have? BKB queued up. I think this game is Hex type of a game. Get BKB into Hex.
Turn around mid. 11, he goes for the arena setup, but the kisses are coming out. Nefrit's got to back out of this. He's ticking down low to the damage over time from the kisses. He will get out of there. But again, CHILLAX just showing their prowess here in the fights as Brame, they're the ones struggling now. CHILLAX getting the jump.
I think Pleb actually misclicked adaptive strike on the catapult. That was kind of funny to see. But yeah, no, Pleb's really showing us his mastery of Morphlings. His item build's been very, very on the nose, right? He got the Manta at the correct timing, decided to go for a Dragonlance because he understands that they're going for this early fighting, and he actually finished his BKB and got it ferried over. It's not the typical Manta Scotting Morphling that we're used to seeing. So it's really nice itemization coming out from CHILLAX.
Yeah, this morph is looking very, very scary, I guess, as you would expect, indeed, from a level 30 master tier morph here, Pleb. It's showing here as he takes back lead of the game.
Weaver is actually going for an Ags here, which is going to be very helpful versus this Grip and this Beastmaster Roar. The only issue is he going to finish it in time?
2,000 gold away, so eventually we'll be able to get it. I think they did not find the Philosopher's Stone, so gonna be a bit harder. I think this item's completely broken.
You never find it when you need it though, right? The it never drops for me when I need it.
Chances of getting Philosopher's Stone increased since before we had 4 neutral items and we had 5 heroes. I don't know how we thought about, give 5 neutral items to 5 heroes. So yeah, higher chances to get it. That's why we see it more often.
Middle tower is under attack.
Do you ever just have that tension between you and the other support when it drops?
There's a lot of tension whenever I play. I also don't like to have like Darkseer or Tinker Zeus on the mid lane whenever there's a Philosopher, because they want to get it, like they want to keep the item.
Yeah,
but Finders Keepers, 17 minutes in, I'm going into that jungle, baby. I'm going for the small camp. I'm going for Ancients.
Or Techies. Techies always keeps that item. But there are 2 moments of tension between a 4-player and a 5-player on the same team. It's number 1, the first moment of tension is that 10-minute tome, whoever clicks it faster, and the second moment of tension is when this Philosopher's Stone drops, who also clicks it faster.
Pretty much. Whoever gets the Philosopher's Stone doesn't get to buy tome on minute 20, because the other one has 6 of them in quick buy.
He who controls the stone controls the tome.
So BKB done on Phantom Assassin. 9-second BKB. Let's see what the next item is going to be. Morphling with a bit of a different item build. MKB queued up. I'm a big fan of E-Blade against Phantom Assassin. Once that BKB is down, like you just insta-killer pretty much. Because you don't, Phantom Assassin is not gonna jump Morphling. They don't have instant initiation, and he has super high armor, so doesn't care about PA's right clicks. Carry to carry matchup, for me, it always been more favored.
Yeah, they've got to have eyes on Pleb if they want to start a fight. And we'll at least have that reset done. Aghanims is finished on Stamana, so if he's quick on the fingers, can give one of his cause a bit of a second life in these fights if they get jumped by CHILLAX.
You gotta be close. Aghanim Scepter, that's why we see them picking up either Ether Lance or a Blink Dagger to be able to keep the distance and still get good time lapses.
Do you remember when the cast range for Aghanim Scepter was 1,000?
It was half a screen, like half a screen pretty much, yeah.
That was so broken, I remember that props.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There we go, mid. 11, he tried to get the jump in. Doesn't see a chance to commit, and now he's in a bit of trouble himself. They do come in with the time lapse, but it's straight into the control and silence. He'll get the BKB off, but he's already taken so much damage. Coil drop down, they'll kill him off. 11's gone, Brame. They've got to spend the rest of this fight just running away once again. They cannot deal with CHILLAX when they've lost their Mars. Wish will put the BKB, try and stand his ground, but with Pleb still fighting fit as he is as this morph, there's no fight to be had from Brame. I mean, he's popping the BKB, trying to commit onto the Bane, but he can't find a target. He's got to get out of it. I mean, Pleb's on a triple kill. He's going to be on even more potentially. Nefrit will be able to jump over to the wave.
They got the chase.
They have indeed. They're closing in, silence out. Yule's there to buy time for the rest of CHILLAX to close in upon him as Nefrit get the jump over towards Wish. Is that enough to save him though, MTD? Oh, but still wants to go in for this, but Nefrit should make it away. He's under the tier 4s. Finally, some sort of safety for the PA.
The little PA that could, but you can see Morphling already has his MKB finished up in his stash. It's going to be sent to him now, so that probably won't happen again for this PA.
Quick TPs from Brame. They're back out on the map onto the tier 2. They want to see if they can get something here, 11. Not going to get the chance to do so, though. Loading drops a nightmare.
Roshan's back up, actually. And both teams are in the area.
They need more control. Next big timing for Brame is going to be this Hex that I mentioned on Invoker. Still going to take a bit of a time to farm it up, which means they will not have it for the next Roche fight.
I think CHILLAX should gear up to fight again because they do have this Ag's Coil ready one more time, and we saw how useful that was versus Mars last fight. This could be a very easy rush for them. All they need is just one pick off here. And they're going to find it again.
11. And they've got the raw
Fever's
coil.
coming.
Things to go for the BKB. He needs help. Shaman, and he's bailed out on him. He doesn't believe he can get in enough for anything to keep 11 safe. So 11 will be let down. Brame again forced to just run away from CHILLAX. Spartan is going to try his best. Digs up a final mango before he gets shot in the face by MNT.
And straight into Roche pit. They got the pick off. They have vision advantage with the Hawk. They have also vision on the high ground. This should get devoted, considering you know that second Roche brings out so much value. Oh, he finds him!
He does! TP's put to a stop. Nefrit, he's going to get messed around with a little bit here. The bird's flying in, crashing down onto the PA. He still has a BKB available. The grip is out, loading, locks him in position. Kisses out as well from MNT, forcing away any sort of back up the stairs. Tamanum will be able to TP out, but that's Nefrit gone for 70 seconds. They get the Roche. Aegis and Shard currently being held by the Morph. As CHILLAX, I mean, 9k ahead, 26 to 19. They're looking to be in pretty good control of this game, as Nefrit's just not got to a point where he's in any sort of shape to fight with the team. They're handling him perfectly.
Morphling at this point just deals too much damage, so does Puck, and they don't have lockdown. Like, they need to kill others, but that also means that for the whole duration of the fight, Morphling and Puck, they can do whatever the hell they want.
Oh yeah, look at MTD, straight in as a big core this time round, catches the three of them, plebs him with the damage. Time lapse will come out, gets Wish back up to full HP, but 11 will fall. Wish now having to step back towards the fountain. Bit of control's been bought from here, and Pleb wants to come in and try and finish him off, but Wish will manage to move away. Hawks come crashing down onto 11. 11 trying to run, but the cold snap of the right clicks, not enough. He will live, but the space is there for CHILLAX to take the top tier 3 tower. Racks are exposed, still 15 seconds, no Nefrit. As it's more than enough for CHILLAX to clean out this top set of racks, and things continue to look rougher and rougher here for Brame.
There's also DD at the bottom. No, nothing is scouting it out, but they can go back in again. Morphling a bit low on mana. Still super farmed. Full Hurricane Pike.
Yeah, and still got 3 minutes left on that Aegis. Feels like a lifetime already, but still ways to go before Brame can fight this Morphling.
It's just so terrifying for Brame. It's been a while since they've been able to make any sort of positive action happen for themselves. It's been very, very, very hard for them to really get a fight started with 11. A lot of times we've just been seeing this Mars completely controlled by CHILLAX. As soon as he shows any sort of sense of being at the front of the charge for Brame, CHILLAX have just been dealing with him perfectly. Once that's sort of gone, Brame just don't really seem to have a backup plan for how to take the fights when their Mars is dead.
He's their key hero to like start a fight and also control people. Invoker in the end decided to go for Aghanim Scepter. He feels they need more damage instead of more control. But who's gonna set it up? They need like Mars Arena into Spear, into possibly Grimstroke ulti to keep them in place. If they don't execute it well, the game might just end here.
And the nice thing about Cataclysm is that with supports like Snapfire and Bane who do stand in place during team fights, so you can just get a nice Cataclysm off on them. But honestly, it doesn't even matter at this point of this game. This Morphling is just a machine. So backdoor protection kicking in.
Gonna try their best to fight through it. Got a fresh wave coming in on the bottom. Brame haven't been able to get out to cut it at all. Just can do.
Minute and 45 seconds. I feel like they had this Aegis for 10 minutes already.
There we go. 11 is going to try and once again get the initiation. They have got the Cataclysm coming down. Big damage on the Mastery, but he's still able to walk out of the arena with the BKB. Soulbind will connect the two of them, but there's just no follow-up to that arena outside of the base as 11 falls once more. Nobody going down on CHILLAX, as they are more than happy to stick around to try and take this final set of racks away from Brame. Trying to make moves on the pleb, but that's it.
He's still got Aegis up too.
He can't move. That's coil, but nice shard from Grimstroke.
I mean,
spells it.
They just can't seem to fight at all. They'll jump in, sure, they'll take out the Aegis to watch, but the roar is out. MTD with a good silence on the back lines. They come in with the Scatter Blast. Nefrit gets burst before Stamana can do anything. The silence there from MTD, stopping Stamana from being able to provide any sort of safety for the PA. GG is called with the 2 cores dead. No further defense to be had as CHILLAX, they'll be the ones to take this game 1.